Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Siralim Ultimate. Unfortunately, looks like I have come down with another cold. And in fact, in the last couple episodes, you could probably hear the onset of the cold. I mean, it's always more obvious in retrospect, when you go back and listen and you can feel that, okay, yeah, the voice is a bit more nasal than usual, and so on. It's not a bad cold, mainly it's just annoying, but I will need to get some rest, which means I will have to cut down the amount that I will be playing this game. Not that it's gonna be a huge problem, just that I won't have as much of a backlog as I would like. Especially now that we're doing 5 episodes a week. But you know what? When the cold is gone, I'm sure I will be able to pick things back up straight away. The stats are swapped and less stat gain. That could be pretty bad, because if he has extra life, which I'm always gonna assume this guy's gonna have extra life, just because you always assume the worst. Alright, let's go with this. By the way, the reason I'm talking like this is because we have the Ancestor to fight. And, well, before we fight the Ancestor, I want to show you something. The achievements for beating false gods. So, I believe you'll find them under gods, I think, right? Like, the gods and the false gods are under the same thing. No, well, the regular gods are here, where we will fight these at the gate of the gods. The false gods also in here. Maybe, because I wanted to show you the list of achievements for beating the false gods. You have to beat them 5 times before you stop. 5 or 10 times before you stop getting. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you have to beat false gods 10 times before you stop getting achievements with them. We had to beat Mindworm 7 times before we finally got Shimmer. We still have to beat him 3 more times to get that achievement. And currently we're beating up the Ancestor. We're probably gonna go all 10 times. We're gonna fight him. And once we're done fighting him, we'll move on to the next one. I don't know, probably Impington. We'll see. Anyway, we're gonna fight the Ancestor in a random round. I should have checked if we had our... Yeah, we do have our projects running. That's good. Generos, the god of strife. Good stuff. Alright. Oh, yeah, what else? Oh, hey, we've got a skin. Very cool looking skin, too, from the looks of it. And okay, so I clicked on it and it looked different. I think this is what the skin looks like with the fusion implied, but here, like, it's such a beautiful color. This has to be the unmodified skin. So I think when you're being shown a new skin, it shows you its exact color, the way it's supposed to look. And, usually it'll look better. Like, the fusions... Well, sometimes fusions look really cool, like this one. It's subjective. This is the same monster fused with 2 different creatures. I like this one. I don't like this one so much. Like, those green streaks, looks like it's got some strange disease on it. Similar with this one, but I guess to some other people it might look cool. Like I said, it's subjective. But anyway, I believe this is the unmodified skin that we're looking at over here. The other thing I wanted to look at is what are we dealing with in this realm? We have no additional attacks, less damage dealt, end of turn cast. But our gems aren't sealed after casting, so there is that at least. Okay. Good to know. I think we can just do... I believe when it says less damage dealt, it means direct damage. And, well, maybe it also applies to indirect damage. Yeah, so we got the parrot skin for the phoenix type creatures. So that's pretty good. Okay, what's going on? Oh yeah, enemies have extra traits. I'm gonna remove these guys' extra traits, just because they're a you know, spellcasting type creature, and sometimes extra traits can result in some bizarre situations. Should we take the 3 debuffs? It's gotten us into a lot of trouble in the past, but you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Loses less stats as well. Let's do it. Let's just make her like, hey, got a trait nether stone. Leeching on damage, invisible on damage, proficient on damage, immune on damage, and the trait is rend and tear. What is rend and tear? Excuse me. Let me just look this up. Rend and tear. Ooh, interesting. After you kill an enemy, I mean, it really would only be applicable to my animatus. Occasionally the other members of my party could get a kill, especially the Centaur duelist. So it's an interesting one. It's something to keep in mind. I'm not gonna equip it straight away, but it definitely is something to consider. Ooh. I feel like I'm constantly suppressing a bit of a cough. What are we gonna... let's just try and get these guys dealt with. There we go. Easy. Immune to indirect damage is... I'm fine with that. I'll take that. And, hopefully we don't get the option to put him at the top of the timeline, because I just know I will take that as well. And it's gonna get us killed one of these days. It's probably gonna happen though, isn't it? Alright, another group of creatures taken down. Oh yeah, and we're gonna have to remove his extra traits as well. Immune to attack damage, I don't think so. We'll just make him take more damage at this point. Alright, there are 2 more wandering enemies. And our master as well that we need to fight. Grab some of the stuff. And what's your deal? You guys are being really annoying. Oh my god. Jesus, what is this garbage? Okay, let's get rid of your extra traits. Jesus Christ. Okay, alright. Let us then do this. And I think that should end this. Alright. That was an annoying start to that battle, but we dealt with that. I don't want to give you more health. This is a pointless thing. But do we want to make him always deal... You know what? You can always deal critical damage. Probably gonna lose, but it's okay. It's fine. It's all fine. Well, let's hunt down this master, because I want to save... I believe those pillars will give us something good, but they will also give us a temporary buff that lasts only for one battle. And for that reason, I would like to save it for an important fight, such as this boss fight. There we go, the portal has shown up, but before we do any... I didn't want to get into optional fights just yet, but I guess we are. Oh my god, this is annoying. At least they don't also have cast 11 times. Nice arbitration from you. Yeah, just do a blank slate, please. And you don't have arcane. Everybody's blighted. Just do a rabbit dementia, I guess. That should end this combat. 150 favor. It seems like the favor rewards you get from these interactable objects in this realm are a lot higher than what you see in a lot of other realms. But you know what? I'm totally okay with that. Alright. There you are. Let's quickly deal with you, the Carnage Master. Alright. What is your deal? I mean, we're gonna have to remove your temporary traits, but what is your master trait? Oh yeah, didn't we just find a trait material for something similar? Oh, sorry, not a trait material, a trait nether stone. And we will do this. And do this. And we have different ways that we can win, but let's just do this. Straightforward fight. So, yeah, I guess we'll do this as well. Start with this, follow up with this. Hopefully we don't get too much trouble with the Dread White resurrecting. Excuse me. And let's hopefully win. There we go. And we got Conquest. When we finally got credit for our master fight. And finally one of these did have combat for us. Again, start off like this. Ooh, and hopefully we can just finish them off. Looks like it. There we go, that's good. Enemies have been damaged. It's good. Good stuff. Alright. Let's go this way. Nothing there. Have we explored this? Not really. There's a couple things we should look at before we go into this boss fight, because Like I guess we'll do this optional combat as well. I was gonna say, because like I said, probably gonna lose. But it's all good. Alright, let's keep going and exploring this realm. Oh no, we gotta go. Well, wasn't there a... yeah, there was a thing that we hadn't... yeah. A dead end that we hadn't investigated, and they will often have chests in them. Ooh, another nether stone, but this one is just garbage. Alright. Now, enemies are feared, and we're resistant to debuffs, but I don't think that's gonna stop the automatic debuffs we're gonna get at the start of the battle. And what about this? Enemies are weak, and we're even... well, I don't think that stacks, so I don't think it matters that we got the resist to debuff thing twice, unless... well, no. It says we have 2 instances of that. So I'll leave the screen open a little bit longer. It says we have 2 instances of the, you know, the thing that says next battle your creatures are resistant to debuffs. So maybe it does stack. Maybe it does matter. And even if it doesn't apply to the initial debuffs that we get automatically at the start of combat, which are going to be hard to get rid of because we have no extra attacks or casts. Ugh, this is going to be bad time. But all we need to do is keep the head locked down. That's all we need. So we need... oh god, you are confused. We might just die straight away, because we have a 50-50 chance of this spell not working. Like, we need to do Entangling Root. You successfully cast it. Okay. That's good. Next, we need to start doing... the Animatus is not feared. We need to start... oh, but he was blind. Shit. And you are... okay. You cannot manually defend. Skip your turn, I guess. Dreadwhite cannot cast... oh, this is a bad start. Skip your turn again, I guess. Rift Dancer... okay. You're silenced. Well, that sucks. Everyone's skipping their turn. Cast. We have to start getting rid of these debuffs. Animatus is like partially silenced, but we need to once again do an Entangling Root. We're slowly getting our situation sorted out. These silenced debuffs are... does he have extra... he's got extra traits. So we need to get rid of his extra traits, because something is constantly silencing all of our creatures. And it frickin' sucks. There we go. Now things are starting to turn around. Now what we can do is another antidote. Get rid of that. And now the Dreadwhite, finally we get a chance to excuse me, get a chance to use Feign Death. And everybody's doing well now. Now, what should we do? What should we do? Should we just do a double cast Reincarnation? Or we're not gonna double cast, like a single cast. Or you know what? Let's keep our attacks. Sorry, our resurrections on the Dreadwhite, just in case things go wrong for us. Oh, the head. Why is the head invisible? That's a bunch of. Had I realized that, I would have done things a little bit differently. Just do Rabid Dementia on yourself. Hope we attack a helpful target. There, finally we get Arbitration. What sort of damage was our animators doing? About 500,000, but we aren't fully leveled up yet. So this time, keep attacking some more, and the Ebony Ant. Actually, no, just do Entangling Roots. Why not? And this time, what to do? Just do a Rabid Dementia on you. Hope we attack the correct target. Keep doing Feign Death on yourself. And we're gonna buff up our party this way. What can you cast that would help us in any way? How about just Rabid Dementia? Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be how we're gonna do it. And now we will do a targeted attack on the head. And with the Centaur Duelist, I think we've just got to entangle some more roots. The Ebony Ant. I don't know if we've reached the point where we've gotten free casts of spells from the Ebony Ant. Because if we reach that point, it'll be good. How much health do you have? Not that much, not that much. Because when we reach that point, we will be able to cast Rabid Dementia on him as well via the Ethereal Spell Gem. And because the head is still ensnared, I will do this. And then eventually this guy is going to go down. Okay, you've definitely got free spellcasting by now. Yeah, if we had our double casts, this would be going so much quicker. The head is already dead. And, well, the entire boss is dead. Okay. So, I guess it wasn't so bad in the end. Alright, let's start off by looking at what's in these chests. Nothing in these chests. What's in this? Oh, this could be pretty good for if we know that a realm has the heal every turn. Oh no, sorry, this only applies to life creatures. Never mind. I thought it was going to be all creatures. So what should we do? what should we get? Dead creatures have more stats. Would they retain that 50% when we bring them back to life, or would they not? I don't like any of these. I'll just take madness, I guess. Get some heaping treasure as well. Ooh, another nether stone, but a pretty crap one. And another spell. And more reputation with the Nature's Guild. More progress on those little bonuses that we get from them. Should we do some... should we do some... We should. Let's do... one... group. And we'll see, like, if it's unbearable, then we won't do any more. But if it's doable, we'll summon more of them. And looks like it may potentially be unbearable because look at this garbage that these guys have done. Yeah, so we'll kill these guys and then we'll call it good. Yeah, we'll only kill 5 of these. So, only a tiny chance of getting what we need. Oh, I don't want to forfeit. That would have been hilarious. Alright. Yeah, and we need to set a new bounty before we jump into the other boss fight that we're doing, the nether boss. Oh, you pieces of garbage trash. You're gonna force me to do this, huh? And somebody's gonna resurrect too. Man, extra traits are just the worst. I've probably said this exact sentence hundreds of times in this series, but I'm gonna be saying it thousands more. Extra traits are just the actual worst. Like, even now that we have a stronger build and they're not killing me, I feel like it's getting even more annoying in a sense, because battles are lasting longer and we get to see more of the nonsense that can happen when enemies have extra traits. Anyway, let's just find this last enemy who's down here somewhere and we'll kill him and call it good. Yeah, it's not a... Yeah, with 3 of them going before us. And, oh my god. Alright, just do this. The fuck? Alright, just die. Just die and go away and never come back. Oh god, what are you even doing? What are you even doing? Alright, now we just gotta leave. Before we leave, we've gotta set a new bounty. Let's go to Siralim. Let's go down. We've got a couple of achievements so far. We look at achievements at the end of the episode. We've got one more thing to do. But let me see the shop. So, I said that if the list of items to buy did not spill over into a 4th page, I would start getting setting these bounties with somebody else. And as much as I love boosting up these stats, dodge chance I don't care that much about. Stat boost effects are nice, but especially less indirect damage taken. I do think we also need to... What level are we? 59. We need to reach at least 50-ish, like the same level of experience or the same level of reputation at which you get, you know, the maximum number of things to buy at the shop. Because there's all sorts of things to buy. There's creatures, there's spells, and of course decorations, which we will even look at later on. But for now, we'll just go clockwise, starting at Nature Guild, then Life, then Sorcery, Chaos, and then Death. Who has Death, which has the stats that are the least useful for our build. So we'll do them last, but we will do them eventually as well. And this time we'll set a bounty with you. We are still beating up the Ancestor, so we'll just go with you. And now we will go back into our into our realm thing, or like our portal, I guess. The thing that takes us to, ooh, wow, 500. I think that might be a new record. Let's hope we don't die and waste it. We've got maximum buffs, that's annoying. Let's take a look at what Vitja is actually doing. And let's look at our prophecies as well. We still haven't killed chaos creatures. We'll see about that. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Let's go to the codex and game information, nether bosses, Vitja. We're actually starting to get close to the end. After one of your creatures is killed, they cast 10 powerful spells. This creature immune to damage while its allies are alive. This could be really annoying, especially if we also have the cast 10 times, which we're probably gonna have. Let's not kid ourselves. The game is out to ruin our life constantly. So we could go to a random realm, or actually no. Let's just do a random realm. I was gonna say, or we could. No additional attacks. That's bad. Less damage dealt. I feel like we're okay. I was gonna, like, before I came in, I was gonna say we could do a random realm, or we could go straight to the Arachnid Nest. But let's try our luck in this. Now, oh. Of course, we need to not die to trash mobs. That should be easier to accomplish. Now that we are a bit tankier. Let's do this. Rift Dancer is getting a turn. Enemies do not have dodge chance. That's good. And that is gaining us attack. That's fine. There are 4 more wandering enemies. There is 1 more master. Another garbage nether stone. That loot bonus already showing results. Oof. These guys didn't take that much damage. Alright, let's do this then. Oh, those guys were nemesis creatures. I did not even notice. Let's open all of these chests. You know what? I do not mind a mimic fight. So start out like this. Maybe do one more. This time we can start punching you in the face, I think. Why did you miss? Let's just entangle you. I don't want you to get a turn. So cast. That's the trouble with having only one attack and having a build that relies on another trait, Netherstone. Alright. Spell potency. Attack defense, blighted on damage. What the heck is Lyra? Lyra? Let's look it up. C, D, E, N, L. Attacks and casts 3 additional times. Oh, it's a wisp thing. So that's actually very interesting. What if we gave it to our animators? Does that mean it would cast 15 times? Sorry, not 15, 8 times? Because I don't think it's multiplicative. I think it would just add it on top of our 5 attacks. But I think the taking damage and getting sent to the bottom of the timeline is a pretty big problem. Because there are lots of ways for enemies to do like tiny amounts of damage to you. Like, you might start the battle with the enemy forcing you to have sorry, that was my alarm going off. I don't know what I think I set the alarm for the wrong time, because it shouldn't be going off right now. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I don't think it's good for our build, but it's something fun that maybe we could try later on. Rebirth is gonna help us with a bit of a security in that boss fight. Another Netherstone. We're just finding so... This isn't even Netherstone week yet. We're still in the skins week, where I've been trying to go extra hard. It's almost like I knew I was gonna get sick. And I was like, let me build up my backlog. So we're still in skins week, but we're finding lots of Netherstones today. Alright, let's deal with this enemy. Alright, let's do... what was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Rabbit Dementia, I think? Yeah, that's a nice... Another Netherstone, wow. Didn't really want to do this optional combat, but I guess we're in it now, and it's fine. Should be fine. Alright, let's keep going. Would love to find a card. Would very much love to find a card. Like, not even necessarily the stag card, but like just any card, like from any of these creatures. Would love to get a nice little... Oh my god. It's so painful every time the attack misses. yeah, I guess we'll do even more optional. We should do every sort of encounter that we can get with this loot bonus, just to make sure that we leave no stone unturned and get full advantage out of it. Agile. Okay. This is the master fight. The clockwork master. We're going first, so what is your thing? Your innate trait. So what are your... I don't want you to gain health. That's annoying. That's really annoying. I'll just do this. And you're fared anyway, so I don't think you're gaining any stats. At least not yet. And we can do, I think, this. You are a little tougher than you seemed. One more of these should finish you off. There we go. Another one of those. Let's do these mini-boss rooms as well. You can get a good amount of loot from them. Yeah, let's start off like this. Nearly killed that enemy in the back line, but you know what? I think we can probably kill them with just another reincarnation. Like, why risk the attack missing when we can just do this? Oh yeah, and we've reached rank 31. Again, increased view distance seems to be what you get at rank 31. It doesn't seem like a particularly useful thing, does it? I guess it's fine. More loot out of that. And we'll do this. This will allow us to fight some creatures. Maybe we get a card out of them. Yeah, let's reincarnate like this. We also get favor. Yeah, we'll do all three optional combats. We don't have arcane, so I'll do a manual reincarnation, like an ethereal one that I'm casting manually, rather than using my macro, which will default to using the non-ethereal gem. That sucked. Yeah, let's do this again. That has taken care of you. More favor. And speaking of favor, we have donated, right? Yes, we have. Alright, we'll go this way. Get even more loot. Swing around into that. Fight this dude. Do this. So close, but I think we've got it now. Nothing there. And nothing there. Alright, that's fine. Allow me to train with you. This is going to be the final optional combat. And we got nothing. Let's make sure there's nothing left in this realm to grab. So, absolutely do not want to waste this bonus that we've got. And now, let's go into this boss fight and let's see what happens. Vitja growls at you fiercely. It clearly remembers you from your last encounter. It's time to smash Vitja's gemlings into dust once more. That's right, that's what this creature has. Creature's attack. Alright. Do you have, like... You don't have extra traits, okay. We've got to start out with this. We absolutely have to. Most of them are defending. Well, let's just do an Archangel's Blessing. Let's do some Entangling Roots. And let's focus down this guy. Cast Entangling Roots again. And now the Dread White is going to start casting Feign Death. Now the Animatus is going to attack you. We don't have any more Arcane. Well, we have one more, but I'm not going to bother casting it. We're just going to do Rabid Dementia. Luckily attacking the same target. No need for more Entangling Roots out of you. Let's just... Yeah, let's take you down. We should have invested in something that silences the enemy. However, I think we can... Didn't we have Misery? Or did we not? We did. We do have Misery. Oh, but it doesn't silence them. It does everything else except for silencing the enemy. We don't have anything that silences... Wait, no. We do have this. And this applies to all enemies. Alright. Alright, now Ebony Ant. I think we can just entangle some roots again. Okay, now the chaos begins because they're gonna kill themselves. They're miscasting their own spells due to confusion. And now the only thing left is the boss. Crazy scenes unfolding before us. I don't even know what's going on at this point. Like, is this ever gonna end? Yeah, yes it will. Alright. Now let's take a look at this boss's trait. After your creatures are killed, like, does this apply to the boss itself? Like, probably doesn't matter that much. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. It doesn't apply to the boss. I guess it's a moot point because as soon as it dies, I think the trait turns off. So the question is, what applies first? The acknowledgement of death or the actual death? And it seems like the death comes first and then the trait stops working. And so it could not possibly apply to the creature that had the trait. In this case, the boss. Alright, so we've got a pilgrimage to turn in. We killed a Vitja, and of course, before we end things, I am going to bash my head against this wall some more, summoning these stag abstracts. This should be a good floor to farm them on. Because we can just do this. And in fact, only casting once per battle, once per turn, is speeding things up. So we'll do the first 20 on camera, but I am fully prepared. I am fully prepared to summon up to 4 groups of these guys. Because I do think you have a higher chance of them dropping something with a high item bonus. Like, anecdotally, I feel like I've gotten more cards when the item bonus has been high compared to when it's been lower. So let's just do 1 round of killing these guys on camera, and then I'll do 3 more off camera. And hopefully we find something. I don't know if it works the way... So the item bonus... I don't know if it's like Magic Find in Diablo 2, where like you can stack crazy amounts, like, you know, 500, 600 Magic Find, but there are diminishing returns. Like the first 100 to 200 points of Magic Find is giving you the biggest increase, and then the next 200 gives you a smaller increase. And so like it is still good to have a higher Magic Find, but like the difference... Like, 600 isn't that much better than 400, if that makes sense. I wonder if it works like that in this game. I haven't looked at the game code exactly. I don't like looking at the game code because it, you know, it feels like you're pulling the curtain back, and I want to experience this game like as an immersive thing, like I'm actually in the game world and not killing the illusion and acknowledging that it is just lines of code. And at the end of it, looking at it, it doesn't change anything. Like it is what it is. We're getting the bonus that we are, and hopefully it pays out for us. 7 more of these guys to kill. Before we do some off-screen farming action. Yeah, the only thing that's slowing it down is occasionally when the animators starts casting corpse explosions on an empty battlefield. That kind of annoys me a little. Sometimes he doesn't, like this time he's fine. Sometimes he does. And I'm not sure what causes the one to happen versus the other. Alright, 3 more. 3 more. So come on. And there's gonna be 2 more after this one. And both of them are in here. Alright. All right. Let's kill you. And let's kill you. And we found nothing. Alright, let's go back to the candle. I will summon 20 more. And I will let you know how this went. Alright, I will see you guys in a bit. All right, final enemy left, and so far no card has turned up, but as I mentioned, I am prepared to summon up to two more full groups of these guys. We're not done just yet. I will summon up to 2 more full groups. That is up to 40 more groups of these guys. I'm gonna go super hard because we've got an item bonus, which either doesn't do anything or helps us. The jury is still out on that. But this is also a good floor to farm them on. I'm getting through them really quickly, and as I said, any floor where you can get through them quickly with your build, you want to take full advantage of that. So yes, I will do another 20, and I'll let you know how it goes. All right, we're at the end of this group of enemies. And so far nothing. And I'm gonna summon one final group, because as you can see, it's getting very expensive to summon them. 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000 has put us at, how much power are we at? It's getting pretty low. Yeah, so this is gonna be the last group that we do. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. It's okay. But yeah, I will go through these guys, and you'll find out how that went very soon. Alright, I think this might be the last group of enemies. I wanted to start the recording back up while they were still on the map, but they, you know, sometimes enemies can move in strange ways. Like, enemies on the map, when they see you, can sometimes move many spaces at once. So they rushed at me before I was ready, and I think these are the, yeah, those were indeed the last group of enemies. And as you can see, we have not found the card yet. To prove it to you, the Stag Abstract card remains to be found. So we are going to, well, we're not going to summon anymore, because as you can see, the cost is going to get crazier and crazier, and it's, you do get some of that power back from killing the creatures, but the losses you're incurring are going to get more and more intense. But yes, we're just going to head back to Siralim. We've got a project to turn in. Pilgrimage with Gonfurian. Once again, we've been given the view distance thing. I wish we could see what the level 30 bonus was, because that's usually the more interesting one. We will, however, immediately start another. You know what? I just realized what we should have done. So we've got a prophecy. Oh no, we did. We killed the chaos creatures. So the only thing left is pilgrimage missions, buried treasure. I feel like it's gonna be potentially a bunch of realms before we finish that pilgrimage mission. I think we should just turn in our Rune of Prophecies, but before we do, actually no, I was gonna say before we do, let's start a new project, but before we start a new project, let's turn in our rune. We're not getting the maximum amount, but it's all about efficiency, right? If we can start on the next one sooner, I think that's going to be better. Because I don't think there are any special achievements for fully doing the Rune of Prophecies. I've checked. If there were, I would have been doing that more often. Alright, what do we have? Nether boss, we can do raid missions we're already doing when battles is gonna happen. Dumpling could happen. Buried treasure, maybe. Piety, Rhodian Masters, Divination Cattle Enemies, Stat Materials, Siralim we can do just now. Missions of any kind is fine. Hunt missions we're already doing. Nemesis creatures will happen. Life creatures, trick materials, treasure chests, assassination missions. This is going to be the tough one. And training mission I believe we're already doing as well. Let's actually just take a look. Oh. Yeah, we are doing a training mission. In fact, it's about to be finished. We're doing a raid as well, and we're doing a hunt. So let us start this assassination. What are we gonna assassinate? What do we have the least of? Sand Giant is only 3. Treasure Golem has no obtainable trait. We only have one thing of the Griffin Veteran. This is why I changed up my hunt policy to bring more creatures to rank S more quickly. That way we have more options when we're doing assassination missions. Not that it's gonna matter that much because most of these are useless, but still it would be nice to have just an overabundant surplus of trait materials, you know, later on for when we're just messing around making crazy builds. So what we're gonna get, like the Griffin Veteran. We'll just do you. I think we're done. We did set our bounty, yes. We did beat the Nether boss as well. Alright, let's now take a look at what we accomplished this episode. What do we get? We got the achievements for beating a couple more masters, the Clockwork and Carnage Master. We beat Ancestor for the 5th time. We beat Vitja. And also we got an achievement for being favored with Gonfurion past rank 30. That was some good stuff that we accomplished this episode. We also found a ton of nether stones, including a couple with trait materials. Sadly, nothing that was too exciting, but you know, if nothing else, we can grind them into piety later on. And we tried hard, very, very hard, to get the Stag Abstract card, but it was to no avail. But you know what, we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying, and darn it, it is gonna happen. It could take years, well, not for this one card, I'm saying years for the entire collection. In fact, it definitely will take years, but it is gonna happen. Either it'll happen or I'm gonna die trying. And usually when people say, or I'll die trying, it's hyperbole. In this case, given the nature of this game, it is entirely within the realm of possibility that your average human being will die of natural causes before getting 100% completion. But let's not dwell on our own mortality right now. Right now it's a time to celebrate what we have achieved. And we've done some good stuff this episode, and hopefully we can keep doing some more good stuff in the upcoming episodes. Speaking of which, we need to, first of all, buy ourselves a nice item bonus. And then I think 6, 546, 547, 548, 549. We're gonna have 4 floors without a boss. So we'll do them in one episode by themselves. 374 is good, I'll accept that. We'll do the 4 non-boss floors on their own episode. And then once again we'll have 2 boss fights in a row. We'll have the Nether boss on floor 550, and then the False God on 551. So we'll probably do that in its own separate episode as well. So that's the plan for the upcoming episodes. For now, it is time for me to stop recording and just lie down, get some rest, shake off this annoying cold, and hopefully I'll be back with you rested and refreshed. But yes, hope you had a good time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope I'll see you in the next one as well. And until then, take care.